They found the one true love they've been looking for.
And let's show the ATL that you are RTL.
Ready to love.
Little black book, you know what time it is. Guys, this is probably part 2 of the video, so make sure you tune in. So yeah, Johnny was talking there with Divine, I believe it was. And it was funny because I said this. Johnny has got a great personality, but when people will put him into a box and try to friend zone him because he's got a habit of, his personality is so buzzing that it also looks as well like he's disloyal. So when he's dropping them bars, trust me, the bars necessarily are a bit of flirting, but it also is a way of him actually getting an audience with the individual. That's the only way he knows. He's not necessarily using the bars to actually soften the person or to try and get the person to fall for him, but it's in the sense of the bars are there they're part of his personality, part of his arsenal to get an audience with the person, to be able to establish who he is to that person. Do you know what I know? Because I'm the exact same way. And I know the exact same thing. And I've once I watch people, when I watch him, I see why people see something about me. When you watch from the outside, you see somebody, oh, he's just a flirt, isn't it? He flirts with everybody. He's not flirting with everybody. What he's using is words of affirmation. And when he uses that, like I said, because women love words, it looks like every woman's getting the flirt bars. Not necessarily. He's just using it as a way to, because that, remember, he's not able to use, let me be honest with you, Johnny Jones is an alright looking guy, don't get twisted, but he's not the best looking guy there. I think the best looking guys you can say is London, you can say Mario, and you can definitely say Brent, yeah? So when you immediately meet those men, probably Mike as well, when you meet them straight away, you see them and you're like, whoa, yeah? But with Johnny Jones, you don't get that whoa. So what you have to do is, you have to utilize what you have. Like I keep saying, your resources allow you to meet who you need to meet. So what he does is, though, because he's such a friendly guy, he's able to touch every single base. He's able to be relatable with every single woman. But not every woman wants him like that. Do you understand? So what he's doing is what we call feelers. He's putting out the feelers out there. And who will touch back? Who will touch back? And unfortunately, when you're playing a game like this, a dating game, when you do feelers and people can see your feelers, you look like you're playing everybody. And that's why Kimber's hurt. She thinks that he's putting out the feelers. And what he did, I mean, he put more than feelers by putting a love heart to Alexis. Don't get twisted. See, Alexis is somebody, yeah, to him, he's trying to bat outside of his park league. I'm just going to be real with you. Not in terms of just look, but in terms of the fact that the girl does not want him necessarily. I don't particularly think that Alexis wants him like that. I think she's said him because that's a safety net. But I don't think that Alexis really likes him like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's interesting. I mean, they might end up together, but I don't think that. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I watch it, I just see I see that obviously, you know, with the personality that he has, what it does, it gives you access to the buffest girls. It gives you access to the girls who are okay, the girls who maybe you might not think they're actually that good looking. But because you're such a relatable person, you're happy to flirt with everybody, yeah, from bottom to top. Now, when you do the girls who you feel are below you, or the man that are below you, they get excited and you become a god. When you do it with people alongside you, it's a game of tit and tat. Who will flinch? Who will not flex? Who will bend? Who won't bend? Who will give you? Who won't give you? Yeah, they got choices. When you flex above your level, what happens is you become the one that's batting. You're the one that becomes clawing at it, and then it becomes like a game of cat and mouse, and you really want it. The same way it happens cat and mouse when you feel like someone's person's below you, and they're not really in your league. What happens is a reverse. You then become the cat, and they become the mouse that you're trying to chase. You understand? So that's how I feel with Johnny Jones. It's interesting. It's mad interesting. Yeah, so when I was talking about Divine and him, what happened with Divine and him was so interesting because Divine actually put her hand upon his head and said, "You're now anointed." Let me put it to you straight. Divine can drop a little bit of banter here and there, but when she did that, she let him know the status quo. You're beneath me. And I'm not saying it in a rude way. All she did was let him know, you're not in my league and you're not in my view at the moment. Please just know that. I'm gonna play with you, I'm gonna let you have a little bit of fun, but you're not in my view. You understand? Because the moment she put her hand upon his head, listen, you don't do that to an alpha male. Why? Because it's patronizing. So she never done that to London. Did she do it to London? Or did she get London to touch her? Do you get me? Did she get London because she wanted to engage London? So what she did was got London to touch her. Now she didn't put a hand upon London's head. Why? Because he's not that type of male. Cause you can't put your hand on London's head like that, like the way she did. You're now anointed. She would never do that to him because she likes him, and you don't do those things to somebody who you like, and not only like, but you think you're getting something really, really good. You don't. We don't do that ordinarily. Obviously, coming to Johnny Jones again. Johnny Jones was interesting because, this Johnny Jones was, my girl was Kimber, man. I love Kimber. Oh my, listen, Kimber's my type of girl, bro. Do you know what it is? When I see someone that's beautiful, yeah, but down to earth, and is funny, and has a good laugh, that's it. I'm down, brother. You understand? I'm the dark skin. Oh, and the body, man. Oh man, the body, man. Damn. But, like, it's not just the body, it's the encompassing of all of it. So, Kimber, if you're out there and you see this video, listen, holla at, man. I'm in UK, innit? I ain't got bread, I ain't got money like that. I ain't a big YouTube star. I just want to say hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Hold on, that note is up, hold on. Kimber, wait, I can sing this, wait. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can tell by your smile that I'm all you ever wanted in your life. Okay, the note was off at the end, but listen, I'm a work in progress, you understand? Boom! So listen, back to John Jones and Kimber. So Kimber's interested because Kimber, this show is interesting because you see people letting themselves know, letting people know who they like straight away. Yeah, it's part of our behaviors that come out. Our mind our body actually betrays our mind. You understand? The mind is like, don't let him know, but the body goes, I'm gonna let him know. So what was interesting was that number one, Peaches. Before I talk about Kimber, Peaches did the exact same thing. When she was talking to, was it Brent? It might have been Brent she was talking to, yeah, and she said, you're you're either saying like you're good looking or you're my type or something like that. But the tone she used or whatever, yeah, was so bait. And in UK that bait means like it's so obvious, yeah? It was so obvious that like the guy can't miss that she likes him. You understand? The guy can't miss that she likes him. Because she made it very clear with the intonation of what she felt. Now man, that's why I keep telling you, listen, you don't say them kind of things to people you don't like. Oh my God, you're looking so good, No, you're actually looking, and it's the intonation, it's the face, it's the words, the way you pronounce it, the mannerism of the body. You're looking good. Like if I said to you, right, you're looking good, No, you're looking nice, looking spicy still. Or I said to you, listen, oh, you're actually looking very nice today. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the dress as well. See, the two don't match, Brad. It's completely different. So our body and our mind, our words, everything like that, once it comes out, betrays us. It betrays the internal mind and thinking. Back to Kimber. So Kimber couldn't hide how she felt about Johnny Jones. I'll tell you how. When they were sitting on the park bench, yeah, she did something which was so interesting. She started to lean back and put her hands like she was cool. Kimber, that's not you naturally. It didn't even look natural. You sitting back like that, that's not how you sit, girl. That's not how you sit and lay back. Do you know what I'm saying? So what she was doing was consciously, trying to not give herself away about how she feels about him. Yeah? Boom. Yeah, and I know he sensed it. And he's not gonna be serious about Kimber because Kimber's the type of girl, yeah, because Johnny Jones is trying to shoot outside the park. He's trying to literally bat out of his own league. That's why he's gonna ask for someone like Alexis. Because sometimes we want things that we can't have. Because we feel like our personality can reach that level. Listen, brother, don't do it, cuz. Trust me, dog. Don't do it, cuz. Trust me, dog. Don't do it, cuz. Listen, just because your personality bang doesn't mean the girl's looking at you that she want you, trust me. Anyway, because he thinks he wants to bat out of his league, yeah, he's going to ignore Kimber. He's not going to treat Kimber the way she needs to be treated, okay? I knew that before I even saw the cutscenes. He ain't going to treat her the way she needs to be treated because he's not looking in that direction. You see, the blessing sometimes that you want of the man or woman you want is right in front of you. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I told you about Kimber. Kimber wears her heart on the sleeve. And I told you, because she rides or dies, bruv, you're likely to die. You understand? Boom. Back to the thing anyway, yeah? And this is how I know that. You see, you make certain comments that bait you out. So Kimber said, yeah, if you can't handle the heat, and get out of the kitchen. But she didn't say it in a way of, oh, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Like, you know, I'm too fine. She didn't say like that. She was saying like, well, you know, she was joking and bantering. Like, if you can't handle the heat, then you need to get out of the kitchen. She was bantering, letting him know, listen, I'm ready to banter with you. I'm ready to banter with you. I'm ready to go the rounds with you. When I say that, I'm not saying you to get out. I don't really want you to get out. I want you to stay. You understand? So that banter there wasn't unnecessary to say, oh, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a level. She wasn't saying that. She was inviting him. Boom. Another thing is obviously Johnny Jones. Where I say Johnny Jones is a problem, and he's, like I said, I can identify with him. The problem with Johnny Jones is he's a bit of a Jack the Lad player. Yeah? When I say player, it means he likes to have a bit of fun. Yeah? And oftentimes where you, again, when you're putting out the feelers, some people have different ways of doing feelers. People like him who are sanguines, who are life of the party, who when you put them in the center of attention, they suck the attention from everybody around them, yeah, are dangerous. Trust me, I know. We're dangerous because we're willing to do anything to get a bit of attention, yeah? If that means kissing the feet of Kimber, he will do that, yeah? So when he kissed the feet of Kimber, actually remember, Kimber's not divine, Kimber's not Reva. Kimber is the kind of person that if you show me a little bit of this, I believe what you're telling me and I want you. So what Kimber's doing is you look at Kimber and all you see is a buff girl and you don't really, I said to you, you must look beyond the buffness. You must look deeper into the person beyond the surface. So when you're looking at someone like Kimber, yeah, I look at her and I go, wow, okay, what is it about Kimber? Kimber's got a personality. I said this in the video. I said Kimber's got a personality where you think she's just buff, but actually she's quite soft. So what happens is when he kissed her feet, he was actually showing an appreciation, but also as well a commitment. He didn't even realize he's already committed. Why are you kissing girls' feet and toes, cuz? Yeah, no man just does that. Yeah, that's what she's thinking. No man just does kisses your feet. Like, do you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie to you, the body was crisp, the feet crisp, everything looked crisp. Anyway, listen, you don't just kiss someone's feet. You understand? So he was initiating a commitment to her. So in her head, she's not committed fully, but in her head she's like, okay, this guy is someone who likes me. You understand? Because some of us who play this dating game, we don't want to play serious. We are happy to, once we like somebody, we want to exit the game. We don't want to play on. Certain guys out here don't care about that. That's Johnny Jones. Cool. That's why Johnny Jones is kind of single. Because at the moment he's enjoying the festivities of this group and he has to be very, very careful that he doesn't outplay himself. That all the playing that he's doing at the moment to putting out the feelers, I should say, yeah, the putting out too many feelers is going to cause a problem. That a lot of girls are not going to think that he's serious about what he's actually coming with. So it was interesting watching him behave. That's what I'm saying. He pulled everybody to the side. Peaches, Kimber, he pulled over Alexis. I mean, who didn't he pull over? Cuz, you know what I'm saying? Just like I don't think he pulled over Nina, which I think Nina was having anxiety, so she liked someone like Mario, which I don't think Mario likes her like that. That's what I'm gonna say straight. Obviously, again, Brent was one of my guys I told you about from the jump about how, you know what, with Brent, it's interesting because, like I said, he's one of the top alpha males. He's good looks, man. Man's got good looks, bro. And the first thing he did, I think you mentioned, he said he's got to do his rounds, and he said closed mouths don't get fed. And he said that after he had visited everybody in the group, because like I said, Brent is a person. See, that's how you put feelers out. You don't put, but he can do that. Do you know why he can do that? Because you're buying him on first go. You don't buy Johnny Jones on face value. You buy Johnny Jones the moment he opens his mouth. There's a difference. It's in like me. Like, I'm going to be very, very honest. If I take my top off, you might buy me at first go. If I keep my clothes on, you ain't buying me at first go. If I speak, you're going to buy me on second go. Do you understand? Because I call it the grace, yeah? If you see me dancing, you might buy me at first go because you love dancing. You see that energy and passion I put into it, so you love me, right? But if you just see me standing there, I'm not impressive to look at. You have to be honest with yourself. Listen, when I say impressive to look at, I mean in a general universal sense. Are you one of those guys or girls that immediately somebody looks at you, they're like, whoa. You may not be to a lot of people. So Johnny Jones is not one of those people that go, wow. But Brent is. When you see him, you're like, When you see London, you're like, When you see Mario, you're like, When you see Mike, you might be like, okay. So that's the first glance, you understand? So when Brent goes around distributing himself, saying hello, he's already deposited in any of these girls because on face value, you will buy him. This is what life is. This is the realness of what dating is, unfortunately. Yeah? It's just the truth of the matter. And that's not the way the cookie crumbles, baby. So that was interesting. And like I said, obviously, when Peaches obviously said, you look good. You look good. You know, she let him know that straight away that was the type. So, interestingly, we're going to see them two probably develop a little bit. How far they go, I'm not sure. Interesting as well. How long we got? 4 minutes. We can end it on this. It was interesting as well with I call her Crushing Christina. Because Christina is what you don't do. And I knew it was going to happen because once you're a lawyer, you've got to find a way to actually relax, yeah? That you're not in a boardroom all the time. You ain't got to interrogate everybody at the time. You got to relax, you understand? And it's hard for them because they're always in that position of interrogating and trying to make sure that no one's chatting bull. No matter how bad Christina's body is, unfortunately, what comes out of her mouth kills her. The first few seconds we get to see her with Chika, she disagreed with him, and I'm not talking about disagreement in a way of like, oh no, I don't actually believe that. Like, what about if you like sort it like this? See, the way you disagree is very important. If you're abrupt like a lawyer does, then you're not going to get nowhere with people, because oftentimes people don't like that, especially men. They don't like being challenged in that way. But if you were to like, you said about the cooking, but you know what, I actually can cook. And he'd be like, okay, what do you cook then? And he didn't ask her later on, what do you cook then? She said, I don't even know what she said. She said something which was just like, which wasn't really an answer. Do you understand? Like, everything or whatever. What's everything? He's asked you a specific question. Be specific. You get what I'm saying? So, and then she just showed an antagonistic type of behavior. And then later on, we see the same thing when she's talking to Mary about she wants 2 kids, and just basically interrogating people. I'm like, she must have got paid to be put there. I don't know, because I don't know how you're just going to be interrogating people. Then again, they might have been there for a very, very long time. So, that can come out. Your naturalness will come out. But, yeah, it was just a bit awkward to watch that. I think, the interrogation was too much. One thing I just want to go back and go into my London guy as well. He does some interesting things. So at the very beginning, when he's talking to Revis, when Peaches came in, he said, I'm going to meet you halfway. Energy. Someone say it with me? Energy. That's what we call alpha male energy. Because man took advantage of a situation which had nothing to do with him. Listen, she came in, he could have waited, but he decided to step forward. When he stepped forward, that shows an aggression. It shows a going to get. You understand? Now, Peaches may not have found him necessarily attractive, but for anybody else who was watching that, just showed already that there's an aggressiveness in him. He's willing to go and get it. You understand? And you can only do that when you're mentally strong and you're confident about who you are and you're confident about yourself. Now, when I'm dancing, yeah, I'm like London. After I finish dancing, I'll approach anybody. If I was just standing there in the middle of the road and I saw a buff thing, and I mean a buff thing, I wouldn't just approach her out of the blue. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have that kind of confidence like that. Let me do my YouTube and someone come up to me. I'll start talking to you, the buffest thing in the world. I don't care. Because I'm doing in my element. I feel most confident when I'm doing what I do. Right? And so my confidence is almost built upon when I'm moving rather than when I'm still. Because I'm thinking about what the person's looking at. I'm thinking about, oh, that person's going to see my face. But I'm not thinking about the fact that I am who I am. I carry who I am. In fact, I don't need to dance before someone should like me. But the truth of the matter is, some people won't like you until they see what you can do. You understand? That's why certain gal will only like a man once they realize, oh, the guy's rich. Oh, okay, now I suddenly like him. Why? Because he can see what he can do. When he was standing there, they didn't like him. You understand? And it's natural. Men do it all the time. A girl, and probably for the worse than the better. When a girl's like, she's got money. Oh, I suddenly like her now. Why? Because she has money. Because you're seeing yourself up, elevated now. She can do things for me. Oh, a girl's got a car. Oh, she can drive me around. Everybody does it, man. Do you know what I mean? Interesting enough as well. I think for London and Alexis is quite interesting because with the London and Alexis thing, I can see that obviously London wants Alexis. That's his youthful side. His youthful side wants Alexis. His youthful side wants to have that tiger chase with Alexis, whereas his head, which is at the right age, wants Divine, because Divine is the right type of woman. You saw the way they were interacting? Beautiful. See the way my heart is beating, see the way my heart is going on. Like, that was what, he was happy to be on that game. When he mentioned about the cooking and shit, about the fact that the ribs or whatever, and he was like, yeah. And you can see there was a natural flow of conversation. He's not chasing Divine. With Alexis, he's chasing. Why is he chasing? In the sense of the fact that, I shouldn't say chasing, he's challenging. Yeah, because this girl's going to challenge his authority. And that plays to the male pride. He can handle it, don't get twisted, he can handle it. But this will never be a long-term relationship. This will be a short-term, very sexual, very powerful short-term relationship where there's a lot of energy, but it will come to an end when you realize I can't keep getting challenged. Like, I'm not going to keep going on like this. I'm getting older and I don't want to play this game. I want to settle. Do you understand? Cool. Before Chika and London exchanged, when London was talking to Alexis, she was literally laying back and even said to him, "You are aggressive." And he laughed. He said, "What, you think I'm aggressive?" And he knows he's aggressive, right? He goes after what he wants. And like I said, that energy comes through with the way he behaves. And that aggression basically is he's not fearless. Do you know how sexy being fearless is? Do you know why fearlessness is sexy? This is why when you're a Christian and you become bold, people like you, yeah? This is why when preachers are on the pulpit, people like you, because the power and the fearlessness to stand up in front of people, to be liked for other people. People lack fearlessness because we want to be fearless, but we can't be. Something prohibits us from being fearless, so then therefore the person being fearless has become attractive. That's why people like bad boys. It's not that they're breaking the law, it's the fact that they're being fearless towards the law. They have no room for consequence, they don't care. Do you understand? That becomes attractive because we want, that is an inhibition, the freedom of being able to do as you like. And that's why Alexis is so powerful to London, and that's why London is so powerful to Alexis. Obviously, I want to end on as well. Obviously, we saw Darren and Ashima, and we can talk about it probably another time. But I mean, just to wrap it all up, it's such an interesting episode. I feel like that we've seen some great clips in terms of behavior, and I really believe that the next episode is going to be killer, brother. So I really hope that you like what we did. I really hope that you like what we've shown you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts and feelings. Let us know what you thought about the show as well. Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. Little black book, you know what time it is. Oh, you know what time it is. Yeah, yeah.